For some reflection, I think, we have to put this question out there. So I've had the Champions League final post-match analysis, and I had to take some time off. Hence why I didn't really put a video. Obviously, guys, there'll be... Yeah, I hope you're enjoying the football banter bits. I love collaborating with those guys. Those guys are excellent football analysts, guys, and superb people. So I'll be putting out another video on that tomorrow and another one next tomorrow, because we'll obviously be talking about the other teams like United and Man City, and also we'll be talking transfers as well. So look for those. I love those as well. Remember, Talking Tactics, to watch this week's episode. I'm not on it, but Carl and Dan, they hold it down, because those guys, they know how to rock. So remember, head to the Talking Tactics thing. You just follow them on Twitter, soundcloud.com/stroke Talking Tactics. Remember, send me a question for this week's Q&A. haveafootballhot.com, ask HH. We're done doing that. Real Madrid. This question has to be asked. They've done what no other team has done. They defended their title. So it is only apt that we say, where do they rank amongst the other great sides? Inter Milan 2010, Bayern Munich 2013, Ajax 95, Chelsea 2012. I'm just joking. That's just a laugh. That's no. Chelsea 2012. No. I was no. These teams. And you have to say to yourself, where do they rank? And people may point, I still think one of the greatest club sides is still Inter Milan 2010. I still say that side can beat any side. But people will point to the better football that was played for the Ajax team and the Guardiola team, back in, I believe it was the 2008 or the 2011 one. Those two squads that won the Champions League. They will point to them playing a better, more attractive football that was easier on the eye than Real Madrid. They didn't defend their Champions League title. Sorry, they did not. And this is a particularly quality, amazing, special achievement. Because what this shows is true quality. True, amazing, special quality in this team. And I think what makes this team special is their belief in their game. Because I'm sorry, I rank this Real Madrid team higher than that Barcelona team. Because the whole thing is like, once people found out that Barcelona team, they got found out. And they couldn't ride anymore. Because there was a way where you could find them out, because they had a very specific way of playing. Obviously, the Ajax 95 team, obviously, they were special players. And also those guys, they got ripped apart by bigger clubs who took their young star players. But the thing with this Real Madrid team, and I think the reason why they're able to go back-to-back is there is no finding out. And that is the beauty of Zidane's approach to this team. Because people have insulted Zidane by saying, okay, what's the tactical setup? What is the strategy that is happening? Because if you now give this team a specific tactical strategy, therefore a coach can now jot it all down and say, no, this is when they do this. This is how they do this, because we have studied them and we now know what their strategy is, so therefore we can try and nullify them. But Zidane is coming from that kind of like Ancelotti school of riding through, where I've got these quality players. I'm going to put them in an environment in where they can just pretty much express themselves. And people talk to Sergio Ramos, what he's done, the defending wise, the goals that he scored, Cristiano Ronaldo's goals as well, the Marcelo and Carvajal critical wing backs. But I look at the manager again as to Zidane, because again, we're trying to find out what makes this team so special. Why did they go back to back? Zidane is arguably the greatest central midfielder of all time. There is a strong argument to say that he probably is. And the very essence and the engine that really makes Real Madrid amazing, and the reason why they produced a clinic in that second half, was those two cats in the middle. I've played central midfield before. That was a position that I played when I was young. I don't care when anyone says it's the hardest position to play in football, because you always have to run. For the striker, the defender, and everyone else, you don't really have to always run. The central midfielder is always walking through, because that is where everything happens. I look at Toni Kroos and Modric. Are you telling me that Zidane hasn't told them a few things about This is how to find space. This is how to really get away from a few defenders here and there. This is how to regulate the game, how to originate the game, how to always keep the ball, but keep the ball whilst regulating through and trying to actually dictate the pace of the game. But when you dictate the pace of the game, putting pressure upon the team, knowing when to pass the ball forward, knowing when to pass the ball sideways, knowing when to come short, how to go long, how to play the right kind of pass that puts you in a very attacking position, how to stray out wide into the wing. Zidane is telling Kroos and Modric all of these things. And Modric and Kroos, they're arguably the best central midfield pair that we've seen in club football. Again, guys, comment to me. Is there a better, more in sync central midfielder pair than Toni Kroos and Modric? That's what I want to know. Because I don't think there is. And I think they showed their brilliance and their quality not only in the Champions League final this season and last season. So you go again to why because I think people find it hard to give this team their just credit, because again, they're like, it's Real Madrid, they have all of these huge guys, and I think nobody really thought they'd go back to back. So I think people are still in a state of shock. I know Juventus are still in a state of shock. So if people are still in a state of shock as to, did that really happen? Because again, people that I've talked to have said, this team isn't that good. They're not as flamboyant and as sexy and as je ne sais quoi as that Guardiola's Barcelona team or the Ajax team. So why? How did they go back to back? And you can't put them in the same echelon. But they achieved that. They did it. They did something that nobody else has done. And the way they defended it, it was so emphatically. But even beyond that, they have won this 3 times in the past 4 years. That's real. So I believe that, even if you're a Barcelona fan, you hate Real Madrid, you don't like what they stand for, you've got to sit down and try and be objective and try and put your football fanship hats on. That's what you've got to try and do. And by doing that, I believe you will be able to take stock and say, this is a special team. This is a very special team that achieved something truly exceptional. And the dimensions of this team, how they work and how they originate, and the belief in what they are as a team, i.e. we will always score. And when we always score, we will always find a way to win. We believe in what we will always do. And there is no team, there is no setup that we cannot do and originate. They put 4 past a team who only considered 3 in the whole competition. Guys, that's just facts. That's just facts. So again, where does this Real Madrid team rank? In my honest opinion, I still say the greatest club team, especially within the Champions League era. So based on a Champions League run, I would still say that's Inter Milan 2010 team. I still feel that is still the most unbeatable club team that there is out there. And I'd probably put them second, because I look at that Ajax, because that Ajax team in 95 was, I'd put Real Madrid team a second, because I just feel this Real Madrid team have too much character. Because look, Ajax team, I believe they had David, Seedorf, Bergkamp. But again, I just look at what the different things that they have. And also you look at Casemiro, I think he's an unsung hero. How crucial he is, because remember, I'm not sure that Ajax had a DM, and a DM has sort of transformed football and made teams a lot stronger and a lot more resolute. So I think, as far as Champions League form, I have to put Real Madrid in second, because this is a very special team who've done something truly incredible. As in, their feat in the Champions League is absolutely amazing. What they've done in the past 4 years is greater than what any other club team has won. I repeat, they've won the Champions League 3 times in the past 4 years. That is serious. Because once the whole belief was, once they go deathmatch, they would chill out, they relax, okay, that's it. But they put some more into that crack cocaine. They put some more into that crack cocaine. They say, what's up? I know we got 10. How about 11? How about 12? So, look, man. I mean, guys, I mean, I give them their credits. That's all I say. Give them their credits because they deserve it. It's a truly, truly exceptional team in their own right. And they play free-flowing football that isn't as annoying as that crappy tic-tac-toe. Zizou, Zidane. Guys, we're going to have the conversation because this guy is slowly becoming Beckenbauer level in terms of all-round footballing achievements as both a player and as a coach.